Hey everyone, so today we're doing another arranging video, continuing to work on what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So I'm going to do another screencast of this, and there we go, we should be recording. Any luck? There we go, now we're recording. So the first thing we'll do is listen back to the original bit that we did, so we just did the intro with all of the instruments, hopefully. Nearly all the instruments. Right, there we go. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is use my score to then put in the bass line, which is essentially the same all the way through. So that's interesting, that's helpful. So for now we're just going to select the electric bass and the keyboard part, and we're going to press R, which will repeat those 4 bars. I'm going to do that twice. There we go. Next, I'm going to put in the vocal line. So we're on verse 1 now. I think I want that to be put into the violins, possibly. Violin 1. We'll start it in violin 1, and then I can always put it into something else later on. So starts with quaver. I have a feeling that's going to be too high up octave-wise in relation to everything else I want. So I'm going to put that down an octave by selecting everything by doing shift and click, and then doing command and down. On a Windows computer you'll need to do control and down. So basically the shortcuts are command and whatever on a Mac, or control and whatever on a PC, if that makes any sense, Windows PC. So I've got that in. The next bar is basically the same, 2 bars. Oh, I do quite a bit of singing to myself while I arrange as well, just so I can see what I want to see, if I can hear it in my head. So I've already got an idea in my head now from putting in that line of what I want the trumpet to do, I think. So I'll put this line in first, and then I'll put in the trumpet line. So I've got that in. Now in the accompaniment there's these kind of crotchets that go against this, so it's called a hemiola type thing, where you've got 2 rhythms going. So I'm going to attempt to do something. So what can I use? I forget. Okay, so it's like tidy crop. You'll hear it in a minute. That was maybe not that helpful, but you'll hear it in a minute when I put it all in. So I'm going to do thinking. And we're going to kick. I'm going to stick on the G, I think. It's not written in the part, but that's what we're going to do. Whoops. That was my battery pack saying no. Okay. So let's listen to that bit. Now what I need is for these notes on the piano to be crotchets because it's a bit too busy right now. Okay. There we go. I'll stick to a G, I think. Now, I want those to be really short and spiky, so I'm going to stick a staccato dot and an accent on them, I think. See how that sounds. And then the second trumpet then. I can join in with some of that. But at this bit, I want it to stay down there. I don't want it to do that. Check that my battery isn't. I'm sorry, I'm being really quiet. Check that my battery isn't dying. Well, we'll see. Let's see how much of this we can get done. Okay, so. Okay. I'm happy with that. And then I have. Oh, it's trumpet and alto sax. Okay, good. Then I have trombone. I've now remembered what I've written for. Okay. So it starts on E. Again, crotchets. Okay, let's go. Now you can see that this bit is in red. So I'm just going to drag it down so that there's a bit more space between the staves. And then that's corrected it. Okay, so let's play from beginning of verse 1. Oh, I've got it selected. Let's unselect that. I'm back. Okay. Now I kind of feel like that is actually too low in pitch. So I'm going to select it and copy it by doing Command and C. Move it up an octave by doing Command and up. Ooh, there we go. And then I think I'm going to put it at the lower octave in violin 2. And then see how that sounds. Okay. I'm happy with that, but it is missing something. Let's put these long notes in the violoncello in this as well. And let's put the guitar in, but put it all in crotchets. happy with that now. I'm going to quickly do Command and S for saving it, because I don't want to lose my work. I think I'm going to put drums in later. I'm going to listen from the beginning and see if we want any of the brass section in the beginning of it. Like, when I say brass, I mean, well, technically horn section it's called, and jazz, so trumpet, alto, saxophone and trombone. Okay. When I arrange things, I like to have the tune split between different instruments. So I'm going to try and put the next bit of the verse into a different instrument, I think. I think I'm going to stick the next bit on the violoncello, and then when it gets into the chorus, I want to kick in with the horn section, doing the melody with some harmonies, I think is the idea I have in my head now. So let's start with that. And the harmony bits do the same. But it is a crotchet at the end. And I think these parts do the same as well. Okay. Now it's quite overpowering. I need these bits to be forte. I'm going to make everything else MF. In fact, no, I'm not going to make them MP. So I can make these MF. Because I want the chorus to be really, really powerful. So dynamically, I need the second bit of the verse to at least be quieter so that there's room to grow. Okay. And I'm going to put these harmonies into the violins. But the violin 2 one will be put up an octave. Oops. Put them in. Oops. Where have I got them is. Don't need them caps lock. Okay. Okay. I'm tempted to to put the horn section, not staccato. And make them longer. Turn them to minims and see how it sounds. Apart from where the melody, no, apart from where the humming moves a lot quicker. Oh, my battery's going to die, so this can be the last thing that I do. This video. Okay, let's listen all the way through and then I'll finish up for the day. So, that's what I've got. I'm very tempted to try it without the horns for that little bit. So listen again to that bit and see how it sounds. See if it needs the horn bit. No, it doesn't, so I'll get rid of that. So there we go. So my camera is going to die, so that can be the end of this session. Next time we will look into the chorus and hopefully I will upload it a lot quicker than this one. I'm trying to get back on track with video uploads and things, so until next time, see you later.